Hi, my name is Paul, and today I'm going to show you how to create a custom reliability insights dashboard. Today we're going to focus on follow-up action statuses and having that displayed in a tile within your custom dashboard. So one of the things that Blameless does as a part of our Jira integration is that users can create follow-up actions as a part of that incident workflow. I have an example here of an action item that we've created as a part of an incident. And the main thing that we want to be focusing on is the state of this ticket. So if I go over to this Jira ticket and we take a look at the state, once we move this to a done status, this will then update the state here in the Blameless incident. Now, why is that important? In regards to our dashboards that you can custom build and create your own different sorts of use cases on, we can go ahead and track this information in a dedicated tile so that we are looking at only open tickets that need to be followed up on. You can then filter that list based off of incident type, by incident severity, a date or time range. So lots of different ways that we can go and change up the data set to understand exactly what we're looking for here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into our Reliability Insights product. And this is just an example that I've built out here. So there's a number of different use cases that I've built here for folks to look at. But the one that we want to focus on here is this action item tracker, and in this case, the last 3 months. So there's a number of columns here that I have. We have action summary, which is essentially the Jira ticket name. We have the action assignee, so who that ticket is assigned to. I have a custom column here calculating how many days since the ticket was actually created, when it was last updated, and then the Jira ticket URL. So this is the end result of what we can create as a part of Reliability Insights, but let's dig into what it looks like under the hood. So we have a few fields selected here. It may look a little complicated, but these different fields are necessary and will make sense hopefully by the end of this video. But you'll see here that I've selected action updated. That's so I can look at kind of when the last update on this ticket was. Action assignee, looking at who the owner of this ticket is. Action summary, so we can see what the actual ticket is about. We have incident type and incident created. So these two are going to be optional. I'll kind of show you what you can do with those two fields. Days since, this is going to be one that I've custom created to calculate days passed since the ticket was created. We'll also want to look at action completed. So this is going to tell us which ones are still open, which ones are incomplete, or which ones are completed, and then the Jira ticket URL as well. And this is all being pulled from the list of different fields that we have available here. So in case you're looking at other use cases that you have in mind, you have a lot of different fields that we can use here to really be able to get to that data set that you want to and have displayed in a variety of different ways. Stay tuned. We have another video for that. So I'm going to go and click next, and we'll take a look at our data set based off of these fields. So again, we have action updated, action assignee, summary, incident type, days since, created, action completed, and Jira ticket URL. So the reason why I have incident created as a selected field is so that I can then filter off of whatever date range I want to. And in this case, I have a rolling window of 3 months. So in this case, it makes sense that this is a quarterly based report. So I can then go ahead and have that shown here. You can customize this so that it's maybe the last week, the last month, maybe even during the last sprint if you'd like to. So whatever makes the most sense for a use case. I have incident type here so that I can also filter based off of the use case or the, in this case, incident type that we're dealing with. So I have customer incident filtered here, but we can look at maybe incidents or action items associated with incidents associated with services, with teams. So there's a number of ways that we can customize Blameless and be able to go ahead and filter that out based off of this column here. Days since. This is a custom field that I've created that I have a custom calculation on, so that way I can look at how many days have elapsed since this ticket was created. And then action completed. This is going to be the column that I will filter to look at only open tickets. So zeros mean incomplete, ones mean complete. And if we take a look at this filter here, if I were to go ahead and uncheck that, apply, you'll then see some zeros, you'll see some ones. But in our use case here, we are only focused on those action items that are currently open that we need to follow up on. So I'm going to go ahead and filter this out. So we're only equal to zeros. Go ahead and apply that. And at this point, we're happy with the output that we're getting here with the data we're seeing on the screen. So we'll go and click next. And this is the final step. So you'll have a number of different ways of visualizing this data. Since we're looking at different action items, data table will be your best choice. And then from here, you can see that we have selected fields so that we're only looking at the ones that we care about. But we do have some other fields here as well that are not selected that are useful for getting us the output that we want in terms of how we want this to look in its final state. But you can go and pick and choose what you want. So maybe the action URL field is not needed. You can go and take that off. But if you go and add that, my personal preference is that it just makes the most sense. When I'm looking at a graph, I want to be able to go and click into what that actual item is. So I'll go and add this here as well. And then I'll go and finish. And now you can go ahead and have this pre-built within your dashboard. And you can go and visit this whenever you need to, perhaps during some sort of weekly meeting that you have with your team to review the incidents, review the action items, and also follow up on those ones specifically that are not complete. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@blameless.com. If you're already a customer, feel free to reach out to your customer success manager. And if you found this video helpful, we have plenty more from where that came from around common custom reliability insights dashboards that we recommend to SRE teams, engineering teams, DevOps teams. So check those out, and I'll see you there.